You've started a new role as a leader. In fact, no, let's make this more challenging. You've started at a new company where nobody knows you, and you're the new leader of a department. This department has got problems, and you've been brought in to help solve them. You need to change the way this department has been working, and you need to help this department rebuild trust with other departments. Oh, and it's your first day. What do? Clearly, you need to build influence. Influence in leadership is essential for getting things done. But how do you build that influence? Well, that's what we're going to look at in today's video. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jamie and I work as a coach and trainer. And my channel is all about leadership tips for influencing, communicating, and boosting productivity.
Now, you're going to have your ideas of what needs to happen.
You've got your vision, you've got your action plan, and you're ready to go. But here's the thing, they don't care. Yet. If you want people on your side, you need to get on their side first. So one of the first things you need to do to build your influence is listen. You need to listen to what was going on before you joined, what problems they see, what they care about, what ideas they have. And in the process of listening, you may even discover your ideas are completely useless. And maybe they have better ideas than you. At the very least, though, you'll learn how to better relate your ideas to them. The second thing you need to do is help people. By listening, you gain a better understanding of their thoughts, feelings, and needs. You know how you can help them. So now, put that to use by actually helping them. And when you do, they'll want to help you back. And think about it. When it comes to influence, especially influence in leadership, when you can help people, you can influence people. Helping people is essentially what makes the global economy go round, and helping people will ultimately help you as well. I remember one consultant I coached shared with me how she influenced her client contact when she was working on site at her client's offices. She would wait for a moment where she would be in a meeting with both her contact and her contact's boss, and she would take that opportunity to praise that contact in front of their boss. This was a great way of building goodwill and strengthening that relationship with her contact. Helping people doesn't have to take a lot of time and effort. Sometimes the simplest things, such as introducing people to someone who can help them, or saying something nice about them in public, or just remembering something that's important to them, like the names of their children or their favorite hobbies, can have a really big impact. A third thing is to network. This is especially important if you're working in a big company. That colleague that you always see at the water cooler but never speak to may one day be the person you are begging for help. And relationships are like grease when it comes to getting things done. The better you know a person, the easier it is to work with them. When I worked as a manager, I once spent several months being involved in a global project that meant joining a conference call with colleagues from all over the world at 9 p.m. every Tuesday evening. As it was late, I'd sometimes finish my work, then not have anything to do for a while. So I'd log on to the call a bit earlier, sometimes 30 minutes earlier. And every time I did, Steve in Michigan was there on the line. We'd then spend 30 minutes talking about family, weather, hobbies, holidays, and anything but work, whilst we waited for other people to join. Steve and I ended up building a great relationship because of all those hours of small talk. About a year after the project finished, my department actually needed Steve's help, but no one else knew him. Several people had tried sending him emails, but he never got back. So when I heard about this, I decided to call him, and within 5 minutes, we'd set up a time for him to have a call with my colleagues. I was able to influence Steve a lot easier than my colleagues because I'd spent time building that personal relationship with him. Now that you've done all that listening, building goodwill, and networking, you're in a much better position to start influencing people. And what is influence exactly? Well, influence is your ability to move people. It's your ability to move people's thoughts, feelings, and actions from not agreeing to agreeing, from not helping you to pushing things through for you, or from not accepting your proposal to signing a contract. Influence is all about moving people. So where are you going to move them to? For that department that you're now the leader of, where do you want to move them to? You need a vision of where you want them to go, a vision that they will believe in. And the way leaders influence people to believe in their vision is through investing a lot of their energy into that vision. There's a great quote from the UFC fighter Conor McGregor from back in his prime. "There's no talent here. This is hard work. This is an obsession." And as a leader, when you're obsessed with something, you invest a lot of energy into it. When you invest a lot of energy into your vision, you'll do a lot of things to grow that vision. For example, you'll spend more time listening to people's needs. You'll spend more time thinking of how your vision can create benefits for them and not just for you. You'll spend more time analyzing the pros and cons of the different choices you have for your vision. You'll spend more time picturing this vision in your mind, and the details will get clearer and clearer. And you'll spend more time practicing explaining it and refining the way you explain it to people. Think of the best leaders you can think of, the most famous leaders, the most successful leaders in history, and tell me they weren't obsessed with something. That obsession will help you influence people to believe in your vision. So find your obsession. Influence doesn't have to be rocket science, and it certainly doesn't have to be made up of lots of brain hacks you use to trick people into agreeing with you. At the end of the day, you are influencing people, not robots. Treat them like people, and they'll be more willing to help you. So spend more time listening to people, more time helping people, more time getting to know people, and find a vision that you will invest enough energy into, and you'll find the power of your influence grows naturally from there. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. The algorithm only rewards my efforts when I get likes and subscribes. So if you think this video is worth it, then it would help a lot if you clicked those two buttons. I've got other videos here that you might find helpful as well. Check them out, and I hope you have a great day.